Well, if you don't think riding in the car with your kids is particularly fun, our question today is for you. It's from Tamara, who writes, I have 4 children, ages 5, 8, 9, and 13. Car rides anywhere with all 4 are always an issue. They fight over who sits in what seat, then they are constantly antagonizing each other. How can we have peaceful car rides regardless if it is 10 minutes or a few hours? Ironically, it is typically the 13-year-old instigating the 8-year-old, or the 8-year-old instigating the 5-year-old. So this is a common problem, and it's important to stress. It's also a dangerous problem. You can't be yelling at the kids or getting upset by the kids where you're driving. It's very, very distracting. I know, because I've done it and I still do it. The first thing you want to consider is predetermined seating, with an emphasis on maximum separation. Now, it depends on what kind of car you have. When I drive the grandkids around, the 13-year-old has to go in the front seat because he's the only one old enough to sit there. And I would probably put the 13-year-old in the front seat if it's possible. If there's 2 parents in the car, then you could put 1 parent in the back seat. If you have an SUV or something like that with 3 seats, then you want to maximize the separation. Put somebody way in the back, somebody in the front, a couple in the middle if that's possible. If it's not, the second thing you can consider doing, but you should consider your seating being predetermined. Before you get in the car, you determine who's going to sit where. Second thing is look at electronic assistance. Headphones for kids, if they have music on a phone or some device that'll play it for them wearing their own headphones in the car can be very helpful, as well as just regular electronic entertainment on a phone and iPad or some kind of video game can be helpful, and you plan that before the trip. We used to do with our own 2 kids, we do a reward system for every, this is on long trips, for every 15 minutes you go without fighting, you earn a quarter. Now, you're not going to probably do that every time you go out, but some kind of reward and consequence system could be in place when you go out. But all this is agreed upon before you hop in the car. And finally, in order to agree on all this stuff or get it set up, you might consider a family meeting with the kids. You sit down with everybody and say, look, guys, we're having an awful time riding in the car. It's dangerous when we do this. Let's talk about what we can do about it. So then negotiate your seating, negotiate your electronic assistance, negotiate who sits where, and so on. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you can make some headway, because it is an important problem and one that you really want to get taken care of. Good luck.